Hey everyone, so today I'm back with a beginner friendly tutorial and I'm going to show you guys how to do these super easy box braids that are perfect for summer. And let's get right into it. Of course, I'm starting out with clean hair. I had washed my hair the night before and let it air dry in these 6 chunky plaits just to keep it stretched enough so that my hair would be manageable. I know some people like to blow dry their hair before they do box braids, especially naturals, but I never feel the need to do that, and I also like to avoid heat, so you'll see in a little bit how I get my natural hair to blend. But anyway, once I've taken my hair down, I'm ready to begin. I usually like to start by dividing my hair into a front and back half. Using my ear as a starting point, I'm making a part going straight across from one ear to the other. Once I've done that, I'm taking some leave-in conditioner, a few pumps per section, and really working that in. We want to keep our hair moisturized and healthy in the braids. So yeah, I'm applying that and I'm making sure my ends get some love as well. Then I'm gonna braid up one half at a time. So I'm tying up the back half to keep it out of the way for now. For the front, I'm making a part going straight down the middle, like so. Tie up one side, and for the loose hair, I'm gonna further split that in half, which will make 2 rows of large box braids. For the bottom row here, there will be 2 braids, so I'm splitting that down the middle. And once I've made my section for the braid, I'm using some hair jam and applying it to my roots. Then brush that in to smooth and make sure there are no lumps. And then I like to go in with a small little edge brush, and this gets my roots ultra sleek. The next step is optional, but I'm using rubber bands to band each section of hair together, and I like using rubber bands because they help keep your roots really flat, and also if you have issues with getting a tight grip while braiding, this helps a heck of a lot. So I definitely recommend banding if you are a braiding beginner or if you just want assistance in keeping your style neater for longer. Now the hair I'm using is this 24-inch pre-stretched braiding hair in color SM1B30. As soon as I saw this, you guys, I knew I wanted to get it because I love the color. I love how it goes in a gradient from dark at the top to a medium golden brown at the bottom. So pretty. The day before, I did soak the hair in a vinegar bath to clean it. I always pre-wash my hair, and I've showed you guys my simple process for cleaning my braiding hair in previous videos, but if you haven't seen it, I will link one of my videos below so you can get the details on that. But each pack came with 3 medium-sized bundles of braiding hair. For each of those bundles, I separated them into 3 equal pieces. Well, you know, as equal as I could get them. And I used one of those pieces per braid. So for each bundle of hair, I made 3 box braids. Here, as you can see, my real hair is pretty fluffy while the braiding hair is more straight. So what I'm gonna do is take some more of this jam and apply it down the length of my hair to stretch and flatten it out like this. And that way it'll blend in super easily with the braiding hair. Using a piece I've already sectioned, I'm holding it so the hair is folded in half. Then from one side, I'm pulling out a piece of hair like this. And I'm going to take that and bring it over to the middle. And that middle piece of hair is what I'm going to use to attach to my real hair. So now I can go ahead, line up the middle piece of braiding hair with my hair, and wrap the other 2 side pieces around to start the box braid. I'm continuing braiding until I get to the bottom, and with this you want to braid as far down as you can comfortably go, and especially at the bottom try to braid tightly because that'll ensure it doesn't unravel. Next section, applying jam to my roots. And for the front braids that are on my hairline, I like to brush out my edges so that they're free and I can go back and shape them and lay them at the end. Smooth out my roots to get them super flat. Then band that section of hair. Apply jam all the way down to help my hair blend. Take my braiding hair and pull out a piece. Then loop it to the middle so it looks like this. Combine my real hair with the middle piece of the braiding hair and wrap the other two pieces around. Then start the 3-strand braid. Now while I'm braiding down, I do want to mention that I'm borrowing hair as need be to keep the 3 pieces as equal as I can, and this is important so your braid looks as uniform as possible. I also periodically like to dip my fingertips in a little of that jam and then keep braiding because it really helps to cut down on the friction while I'm braiding, which just makes the process a lot smoother and easier, and on top of that it helps keep the hair from bunching up. So that's a little tip for you guys the next time you go to do your braids. Moving on to the next row. For this one, I'm going to part it into 3 sections for 3 box braids. Same process as before. Flatten my roots with jam. Make a ponytail. Smooth down the length of the hair with more jam. Take the braiding hair and form it so it's 3 pieces coming down like this. Then attach it by combining my real hair with the middle piece. And when you're starting off the braid, you want to make sure to wrap the hair tightly at the roots so there's no slack, and this will cover the rubber band as well. On the next braid that I do, you guys will be able to see even more clearly how I attach the hair securely. Borrow hair as necessary to keep the braid even. So if you see one side starts to look a little thinner than the rest, just pull some hair from a thicker piece, bring it over with the thin piece, and keep on braiding till you get to the bottom. Again, I'm brushing my edges out at the front. One side down, I got 5 braids, and I'm going to do the exact same on the other side, and that'll make 10 braids for the front of my head. For the back half, I'm making large rows by parting straight across. At the bottom row, I made 3 box braids. For the next row, I made 4 braids. The row above that, I made 4 braids as well. And finally, for the top, I did 3 braids. So 14 in the back and 10 in the front for 24 braids total this go round. Once I was done, I went ahead and trimmed off the excess straggly ends to make everything lined up and look nice and neat. Then I dipped the ends in some hot water to seal them. Further cleaned it up by taking some scissors and snipping off the little pieces of braiding hair that were sticking out. And then final touch, I used some of this Slay and Lay Edge Gel on my edges to lay them down and frame my braids. And that's really all there is to it. This style only took me about 3 hours to complete, and I really love this method. I've been doing it for years, and I just really like how I'm able to get such an easy Professional looking, low maintenance style, super quickly, right in the comfort of my home. What could be better? For this install though, it was my first time going with this particular color and I am legit obsessed, y'all. I'm not even joking. I usually do all black, but when I was finished this and I looked at myself, I felt like a totally new person. I just had like a little pep in my step. I'm so into how this shade brings a bright summery vibe without being over the top. To me, definitely screams vacation, beach, island, all types of summery things. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any other tutorial requests in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on my next one. Peace.